that's the whole team formula right there. It's like, what else more could you really ask for?
Can you speak to the impact that the team has had on you, whether that's as a leader or as a businessman or just kind of, in your everyday life?
Yeah, man. I mean, I love our team. Like, I really, really mean that. Like, they are an extended family, and we hired a bunch of people that are like that were remote that I had never met before. That I'm going to meet soon. We're doing a company retreat in New York City in June, and they're just awesome. And this is kind of comes back down to like these core values that they start with just the person that starts the company, and then you get to find all these other people that align with that, and it's like you get to hang out with them, and then you get to make money in that process of hanging out with them and solve through like hairy intellectual problems, right?
Right.
Instead of just getting drunk with them at a bar and then going home and then being hungover the next day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they're friends. I don't want to say friends with benefits. That sounds weird, but it's like friends with some like friends with profits or whatever it basically is, right? Friends with creation advantages or whatever. Like we're just this tribe, and it's funny because kind of mentioned that at the time when we were like basically on the verge of bankruptcy, we dwindled down the team from 16 to 4, and we're back at 16 now, and we just actually we're onboarding the 17th employee on Monday.
Wow. Yeah.
And it's so much about finding the right people. It's like the product and all of that was like the main focus: product market fit, technology, all that stuff. In the last 3 years. Now it's like you need the best team for you as the company. For us, it's like customer empathy. It's can they put themselves in the shoes of the pain point that these users are facing without actually being that user? Can they be really quick to move on certain tasks, or do they have to like wait for permission, or do they follow a bunch of procedures? Do they like to have fun? Do they like to make bold bets? Do they like to take on big risks, right? Like the RUV raise, whatever. So we look for all those qualities, and once you get those checkoffs and you bring them to your team, like it's like the whole thing is just amplified, right? It's like everything that you do is just like it just gets that much bigger. And there's like the fact that there's people working on the company and solving problems on the company while I'm on this podcast just talking about myself right now is freaking mind-blowing to me. That's just crazy. And then to take it even to the next level is like we have now lawyers in multiple countries. So while I'm sleeping, there's people that are working, that are transacting, that are meeting, that are interviewing while I'm freaking sleeping. Like that's insane. That's just crazy. So I think that the early hires, make the biggest difference. My co-founder, I went to college with him. I've known him for like many, many years. We pledged in the same fraternity. It was an Indian fraternity, which is hilarious. I was like president, and he was like some other sort of like executive, chair there. So we built a bond there. But we have a great relationship. We very rarely fight. Like we have lots of disagreements, but it's never been to the point where like, we just got like nasty with each other, or like we threatened something. Like it's just like there's a balance, there's an equilibrium, and I think it starts there. And I started the company as a solo founder, right? I started off a law school as like a side project, and he was the first person I brought in. He has the co-founder title and all of that, but like that was the single probably best decision that I've made, because it allowed for him to then sort of like, it's like both of our values combined then created this like world for all these other people to eventually join. And he has certain strong suits, which is around like sales and ops and biz dev. And I have certain strong suits that I'm passionate about, which is like product and engineering and design and marketing. And it's just flourishing now. And like, I'm sort of, bringing in more engineers and product people, and he's bringing in these like amazing rock star salespeople. And we're all just, I don't know, we're all just egoless. We're all super humble, not to like flex or anything like that, but just like, we're just really nice people that like to work really hard. And we like to make money in that process. Like that's basically it.
Yeah.
That's the whole team formula right there. It's like, what else more could you really ask for? What else more could you really want? Like, no drama, little to no drama. We're very open and transparent with each other, and we just focus on the mission. We focus on, creating economic empowerment for professionals on the internet. That's it. That's a singular goal. Everything else is secondary to that. We're just obsessed about our users, obsessed about our customers. So, I think that's the most beautiful part about this journey is that, like, yeah, we're making a bunch of money, we raised a bunch of money, but we have a solid foundation. We have a group, and I can see this group. Like, if this group goes from 15 to 30 or 30 to 50 or 50 to 100, like, I hope, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that the culture and the type of people that we have is just like these core 16, 17 people that we have now. So that's kind of a little bit of my mind state right now as the team grows. We'll probably be at 30 by the end of the year, is just making sure that it's the best and brightest, and that's the secret sauce a little bit, I want to say.